Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at this point in time. Now, me, Okute Daily Talk, coming to you this very point in time with a very, very, very interesting and very, very broadcastic, what will I call it? Headline. Coming from the office of the ESN. You get something where they happen where my people is not aware about. This Nigerians and their propaganda. Be what would I call themselves? All these Nigerians media houses, all these brown envelope media houses, they don't come again. No, they don't carry one ubonga propaganda. Can't hit the internet. As of earlier this morning, I got this news. I'm trying to dodge it, but not minding my health condition, but I have to do it because my people need to hear about this. So I welcome you all to this very broadcast. The lovers of freedom and lovers of BIAFRA mankind. A lot of people wait on they ask for my videos or my face. Say make I show my face. Listen to me, I'm not hiding my face. I'm only trying to get the necessary equipment that will allow me to give a better show of the news and what it's all about. So my name still remains Okute Daily Talk. Anyway, we're gonna hear this headline. I no go chat too much as I said earlier this morning. My voice and also my health conditions won't allow me to flow the way I used to flow, but the message still remains the same. So ESN operatives are intact. No one was arrested by the police, according to IPOB debunks police propaganda, saying that the ESN operatives have been arrested or whatever. So that nobody was arrested. That is what IPOB is here to clarify to the general public. So my wonderful people, if you never subscribe to my channel, I want you to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you do what? Make sure you turn on the notification button, be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Please share this message so that every Biafran out there who have gotten that propaganda of ESN operative being arrested, let them know that nobody was arrested, that the ESN operatives and every other one that have to do with all this is what is out there doing the things they are doing, protecting our forests and also our farmlands from invaders. The invaders, in the sense that the so-called what would I call them? This Fulani intruders have been intruding into our farms, our forests, and other things. The ESN is really doing a very, very nice work trying to keep them up from it. So my wonderful people, please, I don't want to take much of your time. I just have a little time to give this news so that I will not stress myself much, because the doctor has warned me that I need to stay away from stress. So that's what the thing take be. Even the injections and the drips I take still scratching me. I don't know whether na chloroquine I've been awaiting. I don't even understand. Anyway, my wonderful people, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. The global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, heavily led by the great and indefeasible leader and liberator Mazi Nnamdi Oguchukwu Kanu, wish to debunk and refute the fallacious and fabricated statement from the Nigerian police of a fake arrest of over 150 members of the ESN who were fleeing out of the southeast region. According to the public, should ignore the Nigerian police cooked up lies and blackmail against IPOB and ESN, as there were no ESN operatives or whatsoever being arrested. According to the speaker of IPOB, I be whether they call him Ima powerless, I be Ima powerful. IPOB and ESN has never engaged in any criminal activities besides their primary role of dislodging Fulani terrorists nicknamed herdsmen since its formation. Meanwhile, IPOB and ESN do not know who the unknown gunmen are, and we have several times associated ourselves from their activities. IPOB agitation has been peaceful for over 10 good years with no trace of violence, irrespective of Nigeria's security's brutality. But the activities of unknown gunmen in the East started about 3 years ago after DSS masterminded the Owerri prison break to recruit criminals used for destabilizing the Southeast in order to blackmail the IPOB struggle. Well, in that regard of prison break that happened in Owerri, that one have to do with the Asari Dokubo, Hope Uzodinjo, and Dave Omahi. They are the one that they recruited into that so-called militia, Ebubago militia. All of them are from that Imo State prison break. If you don't know, please know it now that Asari Dokubo and the Hope Uzodinjo, including Dave Omahi, they are the one that perpetrated that prison break because they knew hardened criminals they will use, all in the name of to subdue the ESN and the whatever. But at the end of the day, what still happened in Ebonyi State? After the even court self said they don't need a Ebubago again, that the Ebubago should be disbanded. Then the so-called devil might have to go and rebrand it and call them maybe security of hope, security of hopeless. Whichever way it is, let us continue with the news we have. It is starting that the Nigerian government and its security agencies with their intels knew those behind the unknown government and other state and non-state actors responsible for the criminalities going on in Biafra territory. They have refused to name the criminals because they want to use their activities to demonize IPOB and ESN operatives. But by the grace of Elohim, all their gimmicks and antics against IPOB and ESN have failed them. You get the point now, eh? Yes, it must surely fail them. All frivolous accusations by the Nigerian police against the principal IPOB and the responsible ESN volunteers due to their hatred against Biafrans and IPOB members for wanting to exit the contraption called Nigeria. IPOB is resolute and focused, and the Nigerian government and its security agencies, particularly the DSS and the police, won't distract us. And that is where we stand. No matter whatever they are doing, can't you see what is happening in other countries? Every day, every now and then, coup. Look at what happened in Zimbabwe. Look at the election. The election is marred with irregularities. Who will comment? The African Union is there. The ECOWAS is there. The chairman of ECOWAS, what brought him into power where he is today? Yes, now let us call a spade a spade. How can you use irregularity to fight irregularity? It is not done. I'm not citing anybody, but we are setting the obvious. If how do they used to say it that no one comes to equity with a dirty hand? If you must come to equity, you must come with a bare hand, very clean. Not you want to fight illegality. You don't want this to repeat itself. Okay, look at the 96 or 100 years old Paul Biya, retiring how many military personnel simply because they're afraid of a coup. How many years have you been in that seat? Somebody who went to Common Ordinary African Summit, he was there messing around, poo everywhere, and the international community, they are laughing, they are clapping because everything that happened in Africa is to their own advantage. A president of a nation that is not living in the country, then what kind of country is that? Cameroon and Nigeria is the same thing. The youths are not doing anything. Everybody is comfortable living life. Every window. Every window tata. Maybe. The old fools refuse to live. 80-year-old man now see the jump up. In the expense of 45 years old man in an old guy in Zimbabwe that contested with him, and they rigged the election. Then the chairman of the ECOWAS were supposed to comment on that very issue. What happened to your own election? That is the issue. Anyway, my brother, our aim is to restore the Biafra nation, and nothing will deter our resolve in achieving total freedom and independence of Biafra nation. Not when so many blood of Biafrans have been wasted by the so-called Fulani-controlled Nigerian state. In other words, the continuous linking of IPOB to unknown government by the Nigerian government and her security agencies for years without facts to substantiate It is evidence that their chief blackmail is ineffective. IPOB will remain peaceful, irrespective of all provocations from the Nigerian government. We are not criminals. We are organized, peaceful, freedom-fighting movement, fighting to secure the freedom of Biafran people. Any day we change from our peaceful approach, we shall make our new approach known to the public. You get the point now, eh? Yes, that's all the thing take be. Against the latest propaganda from the Nigerian police, we state that all IPOB and ESN operatives are intact. None has moved away from their location. We are not and cannot involve ourselves in any activity that will heighten the insecurity situation in our own region. IPOB and ESN have been at the forefront in maintaining peace and calmness in the region. Nigeria's government, with our security agencies and some sections of compromised media houses in the Zoological Republic of the country, must leave IPOB and ESN alone. We are not after them. They should not be against us in any way. And other development, Nigeria's government and her security agencies are very aware of this behind the mask of the unknown government. Yes, they know about it. Most of all this unknown government is their security personnel. All efforts is just to data and sabotage the movement of Biafran restoration. But it's not working. Even as it stands now, say Nigeria government have become tired. That is why you see they don't know anything. They don't know what to do with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu again. They don't even have any single thing against him again. Just out of their pomposity, just for them not to, for people not to think, oh, now they have lost against the IPOB. That is why they are still keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu till death. Just for people not to say, oh, what really happened? So at the end of it all, after all this gara, they still release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they are still keeping that young man today. If not, tell me the reason why. There's no any trial hanging on his neck, that he never committed any offense as we are known today. That even the court, their second highest court in the land, have said, allow this man, let him go. But they said no. But there's an adage in Igbo that says, onye ji nye nwata wele aka enu na ahụ na aka fụwa ya ụfọ, you must surely bring it down. You understand? Because oji nnabe na anaji onwe ya. If you go nnabe, you know nnabe, this tortoise, if you hold him for ground, he go just go inside his shell. He don't even need you to shell himself or to hold him. So when you hold the shell at the ground, you are holding your own. You are holding yourself. Tortoise, sorry, not shell. So that's exactly what Nigerian government is doing. They are still holding themselves down. And they will be answerable to the international community when the time is right. So let us continue with the news. According to the Nigerian government and her security agencies are aware of those behind the unknown government. That is why you can only hear the arrest of unknown government by the public, by the police on media. But you can't see the so-called unknown government around in the locus. But whenever they see any single petty criminals, they will label it IPOB, simply because to get the IPOB attire, either the beret, what is it called, the flag, or just to make it from any teller, even Obioma, they will just go and sew it and be moving around with it. Anywhere they see any criminal now, oh, this one is IPOB. I'm still waiting. Very soon now, you will see somebody will have miscarriage in the north now. They will tell you that it's IPOB that caused it. Oh, voila. We move. Anytime Nigerian police arrest criminals, they force them to confess being members of IPOB or ESN. And the same suspects will never be interrogated to court for illegal interrogations. Such caricature, arrest, and cheap blackmail end up in the media because the Nigerian journalists don't ask questions. No, not Nigerian journalists. The journalists which they always used don't ask questions. Not all the whole journalists have. So let us not prioritize it. The public should ignore Nigerian police chief blackmail. There is nothing like 150 IPOB or ESN members chased away or arrested. IPOB and ESN formations are intact more than before. We have strategically organized ourselves to stop the insecurity ravaging our land. We cannot allow both ordinary and sponsored criminals to make our territory unattractive for investment or retirement for our indigenes of the land. So Nagaram, and that's what the thing take be. So I would not like to take much of our time, and I would not like to talk too much. Just want to use this to do what? To say hi to each and every one of you. And remember, you need to share this message. You need to like it. You need to comment on it. Make sure that this message goes viral, so that everyone who have already seen the propaganda from the so-called Fulani control government of Nigeria, or what will I call them, from their own brown envelope media houses, don't let them know that that message is fake. That no ESN operatives or whatsoever was arrested, and Nigeria will stand. So please, let this message go viral, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, and also comment on this message. I'll be back again with another blockbuster. Please have a nice day and have a nice new week. May the good Lord bless you as you share this message, as you hearken to the voice of Okute Daily Talk, and as you do the needful, because you have to contribute your own quota as well. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.